Now you take your cup and you put it in the microwave for 1 minute. Hey guys, it's Zach here, and today is Sunday. It's kind of a drizzling day. It's like lightly raining out there. There's the dog. He has this big obsession with looking outside, but didn't really get into too much trouble last night. I actually did a load of dishes and scrubbed the floors because the linoleum floors in the house here, this thing is all wrong, they're white linoleum and they have like a texture to them. And if you guys have probably dealt with this and know exactly what I'm talking about, you can Swiffer it all you want and it'll be clean, but inside of all those little grooves you get built up dirt and everything like that. And so you literally have to take a brush and work it all out. And it's actually a really common thing. And I actually thought for a very long time when we got the house at first that was just how the floor was. And trust me, I'm not the only one. You look it up online, a lot of people think the same thing, that that's just how their floor is. It just has dark whatever. But then I started looking into it and actually looking at my floor, and it was just like it happens on the edges where it doesn't get walked over because that dirt doesn't get knocked up and out of those grooves. So that's the second time I've done this in a year. So that's a reason why I want to get a dark linoleum for our next floor, because dark linoleum, you obviously wouldn't see that so much. Yummy. So Sam should be coming home at some point here. I know that they were driving home from the casino. Then they're going to go out to eat with the little kids, and then they're hopefully shortly after that, I'm sure she'll be coming up here. I know that she's eager to get back home. So, had a good night. I'm hungry today. I don't know what I'm going to eat yet. But I woke up at 11. It's now 12:15, so I should eat something. Slept with the dog last night, but he's only good up until about 10 o'clock. And then he starts to get antsy. He starts to come up and lick your face and try to get you to wake up, because for his life, it's been, Sam goes to bed at like 9 or, yeah, right around 9 o'clock. Then I get home around 1 o'clock, so he's up then. And then, and then I'm up till like 4 o'clock, and then he goes back in his cage, and then Sam gets up at 5 or 5:30, he gets pulled out of his cage, hangs out with her, and then he goes back in his cage and she goes to work, which is probably around maybe 6:30, and then I get up at 11. So he's up. He never actually sleeps 8 full hours. He's always up a couple times every night between the two of us. So, but the thing is, if I come home from work and I make any noise at all, just in turning out the alarm, he knows that. So he waits, and then if I don't come and get him, he whines. So there's really no way to get around that unless I let him whine, and whew, Sam does not like that. These are filthy, filthy glasses. So, I don't know what time Sam's going to be around. I don't know what she's going to want for dinner either. I try to cook her dinner on the weekends if I can. We normally grill, just because she cooks all the dinners during the week and stuff like that. So, yeah, there, that's better. I can see clearly now. I was going to go out there and work some more outside, but with the rain, it's not even heavy raining, it's just enough where it's annoying, and it would let you have my glasses, and it's just cold and damp. My hands, this hand here, I got that nice blister on, which honestly didn't take more than 2 seconds. I was doing fine. Then I had the hoe and I started just hitting really hard to get through that like mossy stuff. And within 2 hits of that, I went, oh, ow, that hurt. And I looked at my hand. The skin was peeled up right there. So it wasn't even like a full-on blister. It was just like dried out skin that decided to peel off. But this hand is really sore today. So, yeah, this big old lump of mass right there, sore today. Just fine. Nothing wrong with that. So, trying to think of what else we got going on today. Nothing's really planned. I'm in my shirt, but I still got my jammies for my pants. And I was just watching YouTube. I think I'm gonna bring the car around and vacuum that really good. And I actually should steam clean it because I've been wanting to steam clean it. Just steam clean the bottom parts of the seats because some stuff's been dripped on there. That'd be a good project that I should do today. I'll probably do that. I'll bring the car around, open up the garage, get that space going, and then park it in there. That'll be my goal today. Get my car full detail for retail. Whoa. Ow. Okay. Well, I was looking at vehicles last night, and I've been looking. I don't want a full size, and I don't want anything super new, and I don't want anything that's going to cost me like 15 grand. You're cool. 15 grand is going to be the most that I'll pay for any vehicle. Getting up into the 20s, it's too much for me. I honestly wanted around that 12 mark, but the vehicles I've chosen for next time are a Chevy Trailblazer. They have decent towing capacity because I want to buy a pop-up and I don't want to be limited. So a Chevy Trailblazer, which those are kind of older, but you can get really good deals on them. You can get them for under 10 grand and they'll have like under 100,000 miles. And a lot of people have them, which means that they're probably pretty reliable. So we have that. A Dodge Dakota crew cab. That's another thing I need to consider is, like I said in another video, within 2.5 years, Sam and I are going to be having our first kid, and it needs a baby seat. So it has to be a Dodge Dakota. It doesn't matter if it has the V6 or the V8. I actually prefer the V6 because, well, I've said it in other videos too, but I'd rather it be a little underpowered than overpowered. I just think, I don't want to sit there and get any impression of like I should do burnouts and junk. That's not really what I'm all about. So either the 3.7 or the 4.7 I think are the two. So either one would work fine. I just thought V6 still will pull more than enough for me. Chevy Trailblazer, the Dodge Dakota, that'd be a new body style. You can get those for about 12 grand. The Jeep Commander. The Jeep Commander, which those are really hard to come by. But they tow a lot. They come with a big old V8. So, the Dakota has to have a crew cab with not just a little cheap bench seat in the back. Like, that's a big thing. So, of the three, I'd rather have an SUV. I'd rather have the Commander or the Trailblazer because you can put a canoe on top. But I can build a canoe rack. I have the equipment to weld up my own top canoe rack. So that's not really a limitation. So those are my main three. Chevy Equinoxes, I don't know why they went from the Trailblazer, something that could haul a lot, came stock with most of the time with a tow package. I don't know why they downgraded to like an Equinox, unless, excuse me, unless they had something else. But I would take like a Tahoe, but it would have to have the rear leaf springs, not the bags, because my other Tahoe had the bags, and that was those I had the I didn't replace them, but they needed it, and that was some significant money that those things were. They're like $400 a piece. Yeah, so I would like the pickup truck because that's more utilitarian, I guess you'd say. But the Commander would be number 3, and the Dakota would probably be number 2, and my number 1 pick is probably going to be a Trailblazer. So many people have them. They're reliable, and they actually tow a lot. Like 4x4, I think they tow up to, now this is what their manual says, up to 5,500 pounds. And that's before you do all your deductions for weight and stuff like that. But still, pop-up campers are not, you're talking 2,000-3,000 pounds. So, those are my picks. Full-size pickup trucks are kind of out of the question. They're too expensive, and the ones that I can get are either too old, where I don't think I'll be able to get a loan, or too many miles. Dakotas, their newer body style are slightly ugly, but they're a good value for money. And I'd say the Blazers are about the best value. The ones I'm looking at, granted they're a little older. You're talking 2008, I want to say, for about $8,000, and they have under 100,000 miles. So that's something too. Those Commanders are really big. They look really nice too, but there's only a couple of them around here, and I can't remember why I didn't like something about them. I only found like 2 that I liked because the other 2 weren't properly equipped or something like that. So I think I got the shakes today. Anyways, I'm almost done with my coffee, so thanks for tuning in. I want to get a camper. This year I'm really looking to get in a 4-wheeler. Stuff like that, so yeah. Actually, the neighbor over there drives a white Trailblazer, actually. Will you focus on it? It's parked outside. I don't think you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it. They drive a white one. They look nice. I had a 95 Blazer. That was my parents' when I first started driving. That thing worked awesome. We towed going up north and stuff, and it was those, well, I don't know what that one had, but those 4.3s, I want to say. Yeah, 4.3. They're good motors. 4.2. Yeah. And that thing was a hunk of junk. It was 1995. I have a picture on some phone. It was negative 40 one day because I had a temperature sensor. It was negative 40, and my school had a still come in negative 40, and that thing always started and it always ran, and it needed a full tune-up. It ran like awful, but it was good. But anyways, thanks for tuning in for my coffee chat, and talk to you guys later.